Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's finish up this chapter with tip, tax, and discount. Tip, tax, and discount. Now, let's say for just a moment that you take a girl or a boy or whatever out for an evening on the town. Okay. Now, you're going to encounter at least some, if not all, of these things. Now, tip is the additional money that you spend if you go to a restaurant that doesn't have people with a visor and little golden arches on their hat or shirt. So, tip is if I go to, say, Applebee's and I spend $50 at Applebee's, okay, I'm not just going to pay $50. That's my bill. But I'm going to pay a couple other things. The first thing that's going to happen is the government is going to have to add tax to that. And in Decatur, tax is, Meg, what's tax in Decatur? 11%. There we go. That's what wives are for. Okay. So tax is 11%. So they're going to take 11% and put it onto your bill. But you're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. You're not done yet. Because since you chose to go to a place where they do not have golden arches on their shirt, you're going to also have to add a tip. And a tip is do not walk out in the rain. That does not work. Tip is somewhere between 15 to 20% of your bill. By the way, you'll notice why going out to eat begins to get expensive here. But tip is 15 to 20% of your bill. And you say, well, why do I care that they get a tip? Do understand, ladies and gentlemen, that whereas the minimum wage is set at one level, that waiters and waitresses actually make below minimum wage because it is anticipated that tips will bring them up above that level. So tips are a very important part. And when you go to college, when you get out in the workforce, you'll go, tips are kind of important. So 15 to 20%. Okay, that's what you're looking at. That's what you're going to add up to get your total bill. Now, let's say that you have a coupon. Okay, now if you have a coupon, that's going to be a discount. That means something's coming off the bill. I would not recommend taking the discount off before figuring the tip because the waiter and or waitress will expect you to figure that 15 or 20% before you take a discount. Let's say you have a coupon, and let's say that coupon saves you 10% off your meal. 10% off. Okay, so how do we deal with all of these percents? And this is just going out to eat. Okay, so let's take our $50 bill. Now, a lot of times what will happen is the tax is only applicable to the bill itself. The tax is not applicable to the tip. So the tax would come before the tip. Now, the coupon a lot of times does come off the bill, and so therefore it is non-taxable. However, I've already told you that you better not take the coupon off of their tip or they're not going to be very happy with you. So let's figure it in this way just to keep it simple. So if I have plus tax of 11%, that means I need to take $50 times 111%. Now, folks, why am I using 111%? Well, because remember, it's an increase. It's being added to it. So 111%. So I'm going to take $50 times 1.11. So if I take 50 times 1.11, that is 55.50. 55.50. There you go. So your new bill is now $55.50. But now let's deal with the tip. So the tip is 55.50 times, now let's be generous and assume that they gave us good service, and we're going to do 20%. Now, 20% means I'm going to take this bill and I'm going to multiply it by 120% because, again, you're increasing the bill, so it has to be over 100%. So we're going to take 55.50 times 1.20 and times 1.20, and that is $66.60. So now the bill that was $50, you've now spent $16.60 just in tax and tip. So there you go, there's your new total. However, thank goodness, your mom stuck a coupon in your wallet. So what we're going to need is we're going to need a 10% off coupon. So we're going to take our so remember the 55.50 came back and it worked its way across, and the 66.60. Now, now in this case, it's 10% off. So instead of 100%, we're subtracting 10%, so that's going to be 0.9, or it's going to be 90%, which is 0.90. So times 0.90, 90%. And so I take that times 0.90, and that's $59.94, $59.94. There you go. That is your total bill, because you put tip on there, you put tax on there, but you took off the discount. And so that meal that you paid $50 for now cost you $59.94. And the government, which would be City of Decatur, State of Illinois, yada, 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 they get a total of 11% and or $5.50. The waiter and or waitress would get the difference between 55.50 and 66.60. So let's figure out how much you actually paid in tip. So the difference between 66.60 minus 55.50 is going to be $11.10. Your waiter or waitress made $11 on your meal. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think that is too high, try being a waiter or waitress for very long. But they did reduce the bill by a considerable amount, down to $59.94. And if you want to figure out what was your discount, take $66.60 minus $59.94, and you'll find that you basically saved about $6.66. So there you go. That's how tax, tip, and discount work. So we'll take a look a little bit further in class.